Alrighty, welcome everybody to another tutorial. Today, I'm going to be revisiting my roots and going back to EUP tutorials. But today, it's not going to be LSPDFR. It's going to be FiveM EUP. We're just going to run through some basics and then get a little bit complicated into here. Maybe a little bit of a longer video, but you know what, it's fine. So, first off, we are going to get started with the EUP itself. I'm using EUP 9.5. It is the latest version. It's still in the beta. And as you can see, this is the FiveM version because there's a resource.lua, which has nothing in it. That just allows it to run. And then here is all the files. There are, I would probably presume, maybe over 4,000 files in here. Yeah. So we are going to go through how to import EUP files, and we're going to go through how to edit the EUP menu for FiveM, and yeah, that's what we're going to start off with. So let me get my directory open for FiveM. This is my server that I am building. I just bought it yesterday. So it's going to be fairly new, fairly simple. And yeah. I'm going to show you two separate versions here of what EUP menus could look like. Or EUP files, what they could look like. One second here. Alrighty. Oh, that doesn't help. Just give me 1 second, y'all. I'm so sorry. Alrighty. So here we are in my EUP folder. Well, this is actually not my EUP folder exactly. So I have my EUP stream right here, which is insured inside of my server.cfg. Here's the UI we're going to be editing. So we're going to actually go back here, and we're just going to drag this file over there into our mods folder for LSPDFR. Oopsies. So like I said, this is my EUP folder. I'm not going to click this open because it won't take forever. You can see a little bit of counting up there in the top left. Actually, you guys can't see it. So here's the EUP 9.5 with some changes made to it. It's not going to look exactly the same. That's how the traditional way to do it is, and you just get FiveM EUP ready files. You just drag them and drop them into here. However, there's another way to do it that most developers don't do, is they make it a resource so it doesn't replace anything, it just adds on to it. So this is JA Design's LSCSO EUP. It'll be linked down in the description below. How he does it is he creates his own DLC for the game, this is a LSCSO DLC, so it doesn't replace anything. All it does is adds on to it, and that is described here in the what is this? The meta right here. So he creates his own DLC by doing that right there. I've tried to do this before. I've not been able to complete it yet, and whenever I do, I will make a video on it. It'll be very simple. So let's go ahead and get to the meat of the video here. We're going to be working on our EUP UI, which is basically our EUP menu. We go ahead and pull it up here. I need to find it. Okay. There it is. So right here is our EUP UI. We're going to open up this Lua file. For you, it may open up in Notepad++. You do Notepad++ or Visual Code Studio. Both of these are free To use Visual Code Studio is a little bit more friendly and easier on the eyes. Actually, our EUP .lua was not. We're supposed to be opening up the outfits.json or the JSON, which I prefer opening these up with the Visual Studio Code. So off the bat here, let me just pull this over here real quick. Off the bat, you're gonna so this is EUP 9.5 menu for LSPDFR. You're gonna see it is fairly simple on how it's designed, although this is a JSON file and this is an INI. So how these are set up, which I'm not going to go through every single outfit because I believe there's over 500 outfits all inside of this. We're just going to be sticking with the LSPD group. If you want to, so we're going to go line by line here. If you want to rename it, you can. It does not have to stay this name. If you want to get rid of the mail and just put LSPD Class A or LSPD Formal or LSPD Tactical or whatever you want to do, you can. There's no restrictions to it. What are restrictions to it is the gender. The gender has to be, no matter what, has to be male or female. And I believe, yeah, here's female. So always have to have a capital on it as well, or it may not work. It may crash your EUP menu. Your category has to be EUP. Your category number 2 is your department that you want it for. I don't have a picture of what the EUP menu looks like, but it's just like the one on lspdfr.com, which I'll pull it up here in 1 second, so just bear with me here. Alrighty, and we're back. So the EUP menu is like this right here. It is exactly like it, except for it does not have this banner. It does have LSPD where you can go through and get your Class A, B, C, K9, Tactical, your raid jacket, everything that you can do in LSPDFR, but it's not categorized like Patrol Division, Detective Bureau, Special Units, Metro Division. It's not categorized like that. How it is categorized is it's all in one. So the Patrol, Detective, Special Units, Metro are all in ones, no separate categories like this where you go in and it's another menu and another menu. Some EUP menus have that. This one particularly does not, which the EUP menu I'm using will be linked down in the description, and the EUP 9.5, the Patreon for it will be posted in the description. It's $15 a month. You'll get access to it on the EUP Discord. That's enough of that. It's pretty self-explanatory for the most part, in my opinion, but I could be biased there because I've been doing this for a long time. Hats are hats, glasses are glasses, upper skin are like your arms to make allow you to have gloves, no gloves. And we'll actually launch up the game here in a second, and I'll be able to show that to you guys, but yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Pants are pants, shoes are shoes, and whatnot, and so on and so on. And yeah, so let's say we want our character to have a hat. Let's say we want to use number what's it? 15. I know 15 is a campaign hat that has 2 textures. So if we wanted to, texture 0 is its base texture. Actually, no, texture 1. Sorry. Texture 1 is its base texture. It's the texture that comes with the pack and that doesn't have any issues with it. I don't know why that's like that. It's fine. So this would be the base hat, base texture, which I believe is the it's the BCSO hat, the BCSO campaign hat. Texture 2, however, will change it to the Los Santos Sheriff's Department hat. So it kind of correlates there. And be careful whenever you're trying to figure these out inside vMenu, because if you mess up the texture where let's say you thought it was texture 4, but it was texture 5, and you put 4, it'll be the one behind it. Or if there is no such thing as texture 4 for that, the hat will actually default to number 4 and not show up on your head. You'll have to hit enter or go on and off the hat. So I'm going to launch up FiveM here, and we'll be right back. Actually, while we're waiting for FiveM to open, I forgot to mention that with this, I'm going to be using a 2 EUP packs or EUP 9.5 that work perfectly with how I want my server set up, and they look amazing. And yeah, as we load into the server here, you're going to see FivePD. I use FivePD because it is a FivePD server that I'm running. If you guys want to join, the link will be in the description below for the Discord. You basically just join the Discord, get the IP address, and you get sent into the server. No restrictions. You can be any department you want, any rank you want, anything. We just don't allow civilians into the server at this time. But that's besides the point. We're loading the framework here. We're going to choose our department. It is raining. It is weird. It never rains. So we're going to go ahead and just fix that real quick. And we're going to change the time. Watch your eyes. There we go. Alright, so we're going to head on over to the Sandy Shores Airport. Could have just teleported over there, but I prefer flying. It'll be a second till the rain is gone. I don't know why it's still raining. I told it not to. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get our character spawned in here. I am using V menu as well to get everything set up the way I want it. And we're going to go ahead and open up our EUP menu. In our EUP menu, like I was saying previously, it is almost exactly like EUP for LSPDFR. However, it's not separated into Law and Order and Services or Search and Rescue or whatever it's called. It's not separated into that. It's just one big list of 31 items. And inside of here, like I was saying previously, it's not broken up into categories. It's one list, 31 items. Right? So here is our Class A uniform that I was talking about. We're actually going to head on over to Mission Row so we can be inside and not have the sun bothering us too much here. I should let all these textures load. It's going to be a second here. Okay. Here we are. So you can see Los Angeles Police Department. This EUP pack is for EUP 9.5 only. It is not for whatever you want to call it. EUP 9.5 and below, like 9.4, 9.3. I think the one that is out over on lspdfr.com is... I don't even know what the one on lspdfr.com is. 9.3. Okay. It's not 9.3, but it is 9.5. So, we're going to go through the basics here. I'll show you how to install this outfit as well, because this is a single player EUP PED, or not PED, but EUP outfit package for LSPDFR only, and not for FiveM, but I converted it using a very simple method on how to convert it. So let's say we want to change this belt. We are going to head into our player-related options, player appearance, customize our PED. Also, I'm going to just change this real quick because it's supposed to be that body cam, not the one I have on. So the belts are actually under shirt and accessories. You would think that would probably be your body cam, your badge, and whatnot, but it's actually your duty belt. We're going to want to change this to a custom one I installed, which would be 45, I believe. Actually, not 45, sorry, 44. It's higher quality in my opinion. It's a higher quality belt than the other one I just had on. And let's say we want everybody that spawns in the Class A uniform for LSPD has that belt. So we go in here, we find where it is, which I believe it will be parachute inside of, I believe it's parachute. What is parachute on here? That is our badge. Okay. It should be shirt and accessories. I'm not seeing it. Yes. Actually, it might be undercoat. I'm going to move this over to the side real quick, and I'm going to test out that theory. It's all about trial and error as well whenever working with EUP. What did that say? 57? Okay, so it is undercoat. So shirt and accessories is also known as undercoat. So your undercoat here, I'm actually going to open this up in my WinSCP here. Put that back down. It was up from another video. I'm going to go into my outfits.json, and I'm going to find undercoat. Alright, I'm going to highlight this and change it to 44. Now I'm going to hit Control S to save it. Now I'm going to go back into my game. And I'm going to spawn in my saved ped, which has a hat. Actually, I'm going to spawn in this messed up ped. It'll look a little funky for a second. I'm going to go into my console here. Restart EUP-UI. It's going to restart it. And then I can just do /EUP. Go to Class A. And remember, we changed the belt from that old one, which looked like this, the green taser, to the one with the yellow taser, and it's more high quality. We would know if it worked whenever we spawn this in and we see that new taser. And it did work. It's easy as that to change around your EUP config. I'm going to show you what happens when you mess up for science. We're going to open up this right here, and let's say I want this same config here, right? But for my Class B, right? But I want to keep the shirt that the top is, which is 194. So we're going to remember that number, 194. See, it changed to 201. So we're back up to 194. But let's say in the process of me doing that, somehow a comma got removed. So we remove the comma from armor, and it doesn't matter. It does not matter that there's no comma here because there's a comma right there. But since there's a comma here on accessories, but not one here, and there's an item below it, something bad is going to happen whenever I restart my EUP menu. I'm going to go back into my console. I'm going to type in restart EUP-UI. Restart it. As you can see, it gave me this error. Right? It said error loading script EUP-UI.lua in resource EUP.UI or EUP/UI. And it gives me where the argument could be, possibly, which it said it's an EUP.UI Lula, but it's not. It's an outfits.json. So that's what happens whenever you miss a comma. I don't know why I keep opening Visual Code Studio under WinSCP right now. That's what happens whenever you miss a comma, is that it crashes your whole EUP menu. So it is very important that you use a script editor that tells you if you're missing or you have something messed up. Because if I get rid of this and now changes that color of top and makes that red right there, telling me that there's an error. Also, that's not related, but it doesn't show up here. Like how this right here shows up over on that, it won't show up. So you'll have to go through and see if all these are blue. But if I add that comma back, it lights back up. Same thing as if I just accidentally move this comma or accidentally remove that right there, it's going to tell me that this is blue and the rest of these are going to be blue whenever they should be purple. right? So that's how easy it is to mess up this EUP menu. Now, I'm going to show you guys how to get these type of outfits I have in your server, which are fairly easy. So we're actually going to log out of FiveM here, and all of these links to everything I'm using will be linked down below. We're going to open up our LSPD pack because you've seen what that looks like and you know what it looks like. It tells you how to install it because it is only for LSPDFR EUP. As you see, it has your components.rpf, where inside of our files here for EUP, there is no components.rpf. It doesn't exist. So we are going to make it exist. Well, actually, we're not going to make the components.rpf exist. We're going to, if we go into the components.rpf, you're going to see that all these are in files, right? And they're going to stay in files until we convert them over. Unlike this, where it says free mode or mp underscore f underscore free mode underscore 01 caret or up arrow lower diff 0050. Where this right here, if we go into here, it doesn't have that. So there's a simple script that someone made that I love. I absolutely love it. It's called FiveM EUP Conversion Master V2. We're going to open this up, and it's going to look like this. Right? It's a tool to assist developers and servers or server owners of FiveM. So we're going to browse for files here. As you can see, I've already done this before. So you're going to want to extract these two folders. I suggest making a new folder and naming it EUP and then whatever, which this should work, and then dragging these two files into there. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to convert these over. You're just going to click that, select folder, rename, you're done. Now if we go into that file I made there, which I already forgot where it's at. Where's the thing there? Okay, that's not on my downloads. Sorry about that, guys. So now we have, I'm going to use my monitor to assist me here. I'm going to pull up my, never mind, no, we're not. Oh, because it closed. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Alright, guys, sorry about that. So now that we have our EUP stream folder open, I'm actually not going to use this. I'm going to create a false stream. Do not do this. Whatever you do, not do this. Put these files inside of your stream folder. This is just for demonstration purposes only. Hence I'm going to name it demo stream because I'm going to delete it after, aka demolish it after. Right? We're going to open up our demo stream. But you guys are not going to make this demo stream folder. You're going to just go inside of your EUP stream folder. So inside of this demo stream folder, or your stream folder, I should say, you're going to go inside of your components here. And let's say we just want to, well, let's say we're going to do this for all the files. I'm not going to do it, but you guys are. As you can see, this is now renamed. So all you do is drag this and drop it into your EUP stream folder, the one with everything in it. But a way around this to make it easier for you guys is if you want to, you can create a holder folder, as I call it, where let's just say folder hold. So this is going to hold all of our files. So we're going to go here, drag that, go back, go to this one, copy all of them, drag that. And once you have done that for every single file in here, after you went in, dragged it, and went to the next one for every single one, and for the PED one, which I didn't convert. So after you convert them and copy the contents of inside of every single folder into here, you're going to take all of this, just drag that over. You're going to take all this and drag it and drop it in here into your stream folder, and you're done. So you don't have to do it one by one where you go, oh, let me just go here. Oh, well. Where you say, oh, let me just go into here, drag this, drop this, wait for it to load and process. You can just do it all at once. That's what I would recommend, and that seemed to be the most beneficial whenever I did it. And that is basically it for how to allow EUP to go into your server. All of the links and everything are going to be down below for everything I used, which is everything right here. The LSPD Mega Pack, BCSO Mega Pack. Let me check something real quick and I'll get back with you guys in 1 second. I just need to confirm something. I'll be right back, guys. Alrighty, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. It was a second for you, but it was a couple minutes for me. So, just to show you, these are the EUP packs I'm using from lspdfr.com. They are very high quality in game, at least for me, because I have a 3060, and I'm using a $10 graphics mod, which is really nice. That's the BCSO one. Here is the LSPD one. They are very, very high quality. I love them a lot. They're made by this guy right here. I'm not going to try and pronounce that because I feel like I'll fail. I don't want him to think that I insulted him. Yeah, you just download these, throw them into the converter, and you're done. And then you put them inside your server. Everything will be linked down below in the description. So if you want everything that I use, you can, except everything is free except for the EUP 9.5. That is $15 a month that I pay for. You could pay the $15 a month, which I highly recommend, or if you're one of those people that use leaked assets, you can always do it that way, where you get a leaked version. I don't recommend that because it could get your server shut down. Unless you're using it on LSPDFR, then I'm not sure how they would know, but I just wouldn't recommend it. I would just pay for the $15 version of it for your server. And with that being said, guys, that's going to bring us to the end of this video. I hope everybody enjoyed this video, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to DM me on Discord. I'll have a link in the description to my Discord server where you can join, ask me questions. You can even DM me personally asking me for questions, or if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments, but I don't look at those comments. I know I should be looking at the comments, but I don't have time to look at the comments. So you have a better chance to DM me on Discord for help. Right? So that's your guys' best chance to contact me, and the quickest way to contact me, unless you find my stuff out on GTAPolicemods.com. I might be able to you might be able to contact me on there, and I might look at my notifications on there, but I don't go there often. But yeah, like I said, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And remember, friends, to stay safe and to grab a Dr. Pepper and a moon pie and game on. I'll see you later, my friends. Stay safe out there.